Everybody now has the knowledge to focus Zuna. He's tried Graves. He tried to go into a different, positional carry, I should say, having Twitch and Kog'Maw be safe on the backside. Graves has to get himself in there to do the burst damage, and we didn't see that really work for him coming into that last game he played.
And, like, Zuna's used his shouting to crack a lot of other teams. Elements didn't seem to think that would affect them. We'll see if he can actually get under their skin.
Well, we'll see if the psychological warfare comes into play this time. We aren't a champion select, so it's all about the picks and bans right now.
Interesting. They ban out the Akali. That is definitely aimed at Voyboy. The Xin Zhao, that's basically anyone's going to ban that if they're not first pick because he's a really high tier jungle right now. Then the global presence from Shen. That's pretty much given too. I
feel like with the Elise ban, them banning the Akali again, he was trying to force something out with an Elise ban, because obviously Voyboy plays that as well. He doesn't want to go against it, but now they kind of just shredded their champion pools in that top lane.
Yeah, I mean, Voyboy was one of the first to popularize Elise, but everybody else has picked it up. They all know that she's really, really strong. Even with those mana nerfs, she's still a bully in that top lane, and they don't want to give her away. She's just had so many tools. By the time you're level 3, you've got 6 moves at your disposal.
It's always great to watch those champions, or the highlight champions when they get them. Back in the day, West Rice, Voyboy still on Akali as well, as we were just talking about. It's so great to see the highest level of play come out of a champion. Tarek coming in for the first pick. I don't believe we've seen elements on Tarek. I can't recall right away.
Yeah, he actually played Tarek yesterday.
I'm glad you remember.
I've got that one. But first pick, Tarek, it was not a first pick. We've got first pick in all of the TSM games. Tarek has either been first picked or banned. And that was really because TSM was so fond of all the armor shredding that the extra flat armor shred from Tarek was a huge boon. And everybody knew it. So they would either first ban it against them, first pick it. But yeah, so this time Curse is going to grab that. Their bottom lane is going to be really dangerous with that.
And we do see that Saint has kind of put the bug in everyone's ear. We see some more Hecarim coming in here, but also with the Nidalee to throw out some poke in that comp.
Yeah, and Saint is hovering on Jarvan right now. I think that'll probably be a lock-in because he is one of those 3 really, the trinity of bruisers that I was talking about in the jungle, him along with Vi and Xin Zhao. But Jarvan he can, yes, even better. Okay, I talked about it yesterday. I look kind of like a fool. A lot of people were calling me out because I was talking about the jungle Kassadin. Saint is either just piling on more right now to make me look even worse. It doesn't look like it. Look at his face. He looks serious, okay? He's going to redeem me right now. He's going to lock that in.
Oh, my gosh. I couldn't imagine if they did. We'll definitely have to discuss what it comes. But yeah,
he was just piling
the super hover, he's just holding. There's the smile.
Yeah, there it is.
Big jerk. Nijaki looking to grab up Misfortune for Cop. One of the super favorites for Cop coming into here, and looks like he's going to get it.
Yeah.
Zuna could be trying his hand at pulling out a different card in the champion pool this time.
Vayne would fall into the similar category of the late game carry.
There you go.
The thing is, the late game carries that he's usually really confident with are the ones with excessive range.
Yes.
Vayne is like the opposite of that. Vayne is all about your mechanical skill and dodging things. So we'll have to see how this turns out. I think that it's also going to be a good champion for him because if you have Vayne chasing you and he starts yelling at you, you get into the wrong position next to a wall or something, he could land
And if
some
he starts yelling,
cadence.
you do more damage.
Yeah, you do way more damage. Especially the Pixie over there. I'm sure Muffin QT is going to feel really good with that too.
I like the synergy of Vulcan's comp, but it's more of what seems like a safety comp. They have great reinitiate on the chase. If they can get a fight down on low health bars for Curse, they'll be able to chase them all day with the catch-up they have.
Yeah.
Not too much disengage for them, though. So if they get into this fight, it's just going to be some Xmithie pushing people around.
Yeah, I do like their comp. I mean, they've got their late game really secured. As long as Zuna's able to dodge those skill shots and stuff I was talking about, that'll be fine with them having Vayne. And then Hecarim, really great late game.
Yep.
It's not that he has a bad early game. It's just that his late game overshadows his early game by a tremendous amount. He's beast late game. So we have the resets that could come out, though. The last pick, Katarina for Voyboy top, probably. They could still switch it up. He actually has done Ryze top a few times on his stream.
Yeah.
And he talks about how well Ryze scales. And so you never know with Curse. Like, Saint could be telling them to troll me once again, just adding on that.
Kobe's casting this one, guys. We got to troll him. But no, I like the comp coming in. Obviously, we see Jarvan coming in a lot after the kind of backpedal of a Moo not being used as much. He can create that same scenario with his ultimate, with the MF ultimate as well, the bullet time.
Yeah.
So they're synergizing that as well. And really a lockdown composition to keep Vulcan, whoever they catch right inside that. And they actually go for Sona. We haven't seen too much Sona except for from the first week. It's been a lot of Tarek Lulu.
A solo Lulu we have not seen in quite a long time. Dignitas were actually the ones to popularize that with the double support solos, going support Lulu and support Soraka.
Yeah.
So long ago that everyone immediately banned those champions
IPL-ish or something like
that. Yeah, it was
way
like
back.
It was like an MLG or something like that. But it was so long ago, like we can't even remember which one it was. It was so potent though, and that's going to be a really nice matchup. I'm glad they switched it up. So Jackie is going to take the Rise. Voiboy's going to go ahead top with that Katarina. He switches off his teleport in favor of the Ignite when he does see the Lulu. So that says that he's not confident enough in that lane.
Red Saint for the comeback, but he leaves the lane that time, and Saint stays aggressive here. They go back in. He gets the Glitter Lance, but not onto Jackie, but Jackie stopped to auto attack. It happened the best way for Mandatory Cloud. It's going to be Saint probably coming back into the flash from Jackie. They look to grab first blood, and it goes to Saint Vicious. Smithy coming in. He could find some trouble here, but it's a low mana bar for Nijackie. Saint is saying run. Nijackie's saying keep going, Saint, and it's going to be Smithy on the trail here. He gets the red buff proc on. It's going to be taken away. Can he get the next one on the queue? Misses. He's got one more attack, and he finds it just over the edge.
Saint could have thrown a knock-up Jackie's wave at the very end of that.
At some point, that became a little too extended of a run.
Yeah, maybe they thought they were going to be okay. But anyway, they did get the first blood. Now Saint is going to trade blows with Smithy. It seems like it's a little late for that, buddy. But yeah, they already got the first blood, so they still came out ahead. But you can see the difference in the top builds here. We've got Katarina building a bit of damage, whereas Nidalee is building full tank. So when the team fight does come, they're going to get it for free. Yeah, those pink wards are gone. Yeah, Muffin Cutie's not going to be able to steal that by himself.
No, they have the ward there.
That's a ballsy call by me.
Here comes the power chord. They do get the pink ward, though. Cop forced to cleanse that one off. A great Cataclysm does lock in vain. There's the ultimate, but Smithy's going to head back into the fight. A lot of focus onto St. Vicious. Cop is able to do so much free damage, and he picks up a kill for himself there as they chase them out. CRS had a great position advantage on this one. They're going to turn it around. There's the teleport from Voiboy, and it's going to leave Psycho Sid top. First real engagement here is going to turn the tide of the game. So big.
Yeah, and Jackie's really still at the beginning of his ramp up on both those mana items. He did this last time also, where he got the tier as well. Oh, Smithy coming in from the back.
Smithy, there it is. The crescendo goes out. This could be that engagement. Both teams are just face to face. Suna taking a lot. He can't get back in to do damage. They've done a great job at sectioning him out, but again, they can't find the kills. There's just low HP. Psycho Sid finds his way into the fight, and again, nobody dies on that one.
Part where you actually use the actives that you've got.
It's great. It's great. It's what you're supposed to do.
It's a good plan to get that, but the execution sometimes.
Just hovering here on
Look
the
at
outside.
This
No vision. Oh, they dive in. Will they get the Cataclysm down onto Zuna? They attack. Here comes the teleport from Voiboy. They get a good stun down. He's forced to flash and cleanse. His ult is on, but it's forced to use. He's using it defensively to get away. Mandatory Cloud forced to flash as well. CRS is just on the click run here. They're forcing the summoner spells. A good push back as they're going to split here. One may go down. No, they use it perfectly. Psycho Sid tries to put himself in there, thinking he can jump over. Takes a little bit too much damage, and they're kind of in the I think I can help my friend mentality, which usually means a lot of them are going to go down here, but they come in with the crescendo. This could actually work out for him. Element's just too strong as he comes in with a dazzle. St. Vicious trying to initiate again. Another fight with no kills. What's going on?
They've used all their gap closers chasing there, even though that fight they burned the flash and the cleanse for Vayne. Him off. He does have a blue pot now, so with the turret to help him, he'll be fine. Besides that, though, it's a free dragon for Curse, and it looks like Vulcan are just bleeding a little bit more money as the time wears on.
That's scary. Vulcan's trying to pressure these turrets. They were tanking that one out. If anybody were to be caught there, they would completely have lost that fight. They are making some dangerous moves, but they have to right now. This is one of them. Great damage onto Cop, but he's on the outside. The crescendo stops the bullet time almost completely. Can they turn this one around? They're just taking way too much damage. Smithy trying to put out the DPS, but he cannot. Element's just standing there taking all the shots for his team. It's the only thing that Zuna has to focus, and it's not going to equal a kill. It's going to be 3-1. St. Vicious went down a little bit. Vulcan has a lot of chase, but not disengage. Well, really their disengage is to just turn tail and head out with the chase that they have. So like you said, that Ryla is going to help a little bit more. It definitely helps to stop that composition synergy. Vulcan's trying to get out of the speed. Cop, St. Vicious, and Elements just kind of hanging out the front door here, taking some shots on the inhibitor, drawing that aggression, playing the mind games right now with Vulcan, just showing the dominance on the map. Saint trying to blow the cooldowns as he stands in front. They look to take this inhibitor as it goes down. They are able to stop it there, but Smithy almost gets shredded down immediately right there. Saint may find his way out of this. They get Muff and Cutie to go down, and they are forced back out of the fight without even a turret to fight on them.
All right, so Voyboy had teleport up that whole time, so even if Psycho Sid was able to get something, like, Voyboy teleported in, it's just going to be the end of the game. Like,
they crushed it down. That's all they needed for the last fight, and they were able to take down the Nexus just off of that. Mandatory Cloud and Psycho Sid trying to hold this one in. It's going to be 30 minutes in that all Curse needed to take this one out. Really the teleport coming in for Voyboy. Like you said, he didn't even have to use it there, but when he did, it just became tenfold the game.